Hi friends, it's Katie from I Like to Cut and Paste, and I am going to alter this paintbrush. I used to alter things probably like 5+ years ago, and maybe give or take. I loved Finnabar when it came out, and steampunk and gears, and as the trends kind of flow through, I jump on each one. But I loved altering just canvases, different things, right? And I guess you don't alter a canvas unless it's already painted on. But I had made 2 paintbrushes, and this is a 2-inch low Cornell paintbrush. I don't know if I got it at like Dollar Tree or if I bought it at the hobby. I don't think I got it at the hobby store or a Home Depot, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so this is what it looks like now, and we are going to give it a makeover. So I'm gonna this isn't really a how-to. This is really my process video, because there's a couple things in my head. It's gonna be for Valentine's Day, and there's a couple things in my head how I want it to look, but sometimes that doesn't turn out that way. So I'm gonna start off with paint. I want to dip it, and then we're gonna go from there. Okay? And like I said, so this is gonna be in different parts. So yeah. Okay. I'll see you soon. Okay. So what I want to do first is I want there to be like a little dip or know that there is red there. So yeah, I'm not really sure how to achieve that. So I have this red paint, Apple Barrel Bright Red 20401. If that's still, I've had this for a hot minute, y'all. So I'm gonna do a little bit more, and I have this paper. This is just some small corrugated Stampin' Up! White. Ooh, also a musical instrument. In case I need, and I thought that might be a good place to, put some extra paint. This is just a piece of plastic, like scrapbook covering. So, why do I have all these little things? All right, so I might not even need to paint it. I don't know. Let's see. That's kind of cool. That's very cool. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, so there's like where can we see? I don't know. Oof. Yeah, you can see right here where I've applied the paint to the paper. So it's a question of, do we want that, or do we like a fresh coat? Let's see. That's something I hadn't really even thought about. Maybe I like this side better. Listen, and I'm not so precious. If this is dry and I got these little whiskers out here, I will cut them. I'll cut them! Because, I don't know. I don't think it's going to add anything. Alright, so that is this. And I'm not sure how I want to do with this. If I gesso it, then I can paint it. Or if I cover it in paper. So now I have decisions to make. But that is the first step in altering this Valentine paintbrush. Okay. Hey friends. Okay. So I have this, and it's dry. And it's hard. This feels cool. I haven't cut these yet. These little whiskers. But they're probably going to go. But I'm not that brave yet. What I want to do now, I figured it out, you guys. Or I think I did. is I've got this sanding disc from Mr. Tim Holtz, and I was just going to sand this so that when I'm gonna apply matte gel, and then I'm gonna put this pretty foily heart paper on there. That's what I'm gonna do here. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna pause it because it kind of skews me out a little bit. So the sound does. And that might be a whole ASMR thing you're into, and that's great for you. For me, it makes me crazy. So I'm gonna pause it, and I'll be right back. Let's see what happens. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. You see that it is scratched, right? Because that's a lot lighter than it was before. And I did the sides, and I think that some of that finish, yeah, get that finish off of there. Because I'll probably paint those sides. I don't care so much about the back, but there we go. All right, so this is the strongest stuff I have. Like I said in a different video, I like the Tim Holtz collage. I just remember actually having a tube. And it works. It works. But with all great things, it takes it just like it feels like forever for it to dry. And I know I probably shouldn't be that impatient, but so I'm using matte gel, which is supposed to be pretty good itself, and I think it's got less drying time. So what I want to do, this paper is from Hobby Lobby. This is 2018. I don't know, that might be 2018's prices at $1.99. So, you know, we like to buy pretty stuff and then not use it. That's what we like to do around here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trace this so that I think it'll be a nicer cut. Let me see. I got these cute pencils from Five Below a few months ago. I talk to myself. She gets me. Like, and they're really not, like, I love writing with them. All right, so we'll just, and it doesn't, I don't think this trace has to be perfect. That was satisfying, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna have to account for the hole there. But I think that's going to, it's just gonna make it nicer to adhere to the paintbrush, I think. Oh, I'm off. Sorry. All right. Have you altered a paintbrush before? I've altered 2. And if you go to my Instagram and you dig deep, like if you really want to find it, that's where it is. It was like 2020, I think. Not far away. Whew, far away yet. We're still traumatized by it. So yeah, and I still have Finnabar molds. I haven't done anything lately. I did not get into resin. I had to draw a line. I had to. Ooh, hold on a second. Yeah, and then I can just trim it up right there. Woohoo! Doesn't that look so cute? Here, let's see. Ooh. That looks so cute. I think so. And there'll be a hole. Like I said, be like maybe some red paint or something along the sides here to kind of tie it in. And then I've got some ideas there. Yes. So let me see. I kind of want this to be like a one-shot deal. So where's There we get the fancy. It's like just barely. I don't like just barely though, because you trim, and it's like not enough of that. Whoa, it's too much. All right, so if we do this, yeah, that's good. That's perfect. And then what I was thinking too is once it's glued on, see, it'll be a little over. It'll look like that on the back maybe. And then I can take the sanding block again and you kind of sand the sides. If I have to trim them, I'll trim them and then sand it. But that will help kind of blend it into the sides. And then I can paint it or something over it. All right, so I've got my brush. It doesn't look pretty. Oof. Because I have a small opening. Look, this is my situation. Like, well, I don't know. I don't think that's really working very well for me at the moment. All right. So I'm just going to cut in here. Bring you guys in a little bit. Smooth this out. I don't really want any there. I kind of don't think I want it on the sides either. But I do want it, on the edges. So let's see, we'll do it like this. I have a paper towel. We're just gonna kind of clean up the sides. I'm sure, I don't know if this happens to y'all, you collage and then like, it still comes up. So aggravating. But that might, and if that happens, you know, then I'll fix it. We're not gonna get mad at having fun. It's fun. The hardest part, I tell you what it is, it's like, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? And you can do all the things because I don't want to mess it up. I want it to be kind of good the first time, but I think that's cute. And so when this dries better, I'll get my crocodile. I think I can get the crocodile to go through there. See? I'm just going to trim it up once it's good. And then we'll go from there. I might, because it has to dry. I have, let me tell you what my plans are. I've got this. If it's still good, I don't know. Because I've had it for a hot minute too. But either shimmery goodness or some kind of paste. And I've got these hearts. And so what I was thinking was possibly mixing that and making pink. Okay. Follow me, making pink paste. And then I have these and putting 3 right here in the middle of the silver, like that. See how that'll fit? Like that, in between those 2 lines. And then maybe having, let's see, 3 come down the side like that. And then something else has to happen up here. We can't just have, no, friends. No, I just can't even leave it like that, you know, and that's cute, but no, we've got to go some kind of extra mile. I don't know what yet, though. I don't know. I could wrap it. I could do charms. There's all sorts of stuff. So, oh, only the sky's the limit. That's all. No biggie. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, you guys, still trying to think of cool stuff for my paintbrush. We'll start with my paintbrush. So here we are, and then of course 17, like it's some kind of weird glue. Yuck, like what happened? Okay, so here's what it's looking like. So I'm gonna get my crocodile and I'm gonna poke a hole right there, and then I'm gonna sand it. I don't think, do I need to trim it? Oh yeah, let's trim. And then I think I'm gonna take a little paint, and I just had an epiphany, y'all. What if I ombre it? Yeah, that might be kind of cool. I don't know, because we got red and we got red. But what if we took red, it kind of brought it into a pink. I don't know if that would give it dimension. Oh my goodness, I don't know. All right, this one's pretty good, this side. And so it's rough, okay? It's rough, but that's okay because we've got somewhere in our arsenal, we have sandpaper. All right. This is why people have like 12 pairs of scissors. Okay, but I found this one, and it's cute, right? So let's see. Like, oh, I don't like the feel of sandpaper. I guess you're probably not supposed to, but kind of skews me out a little bit. So we're going to start to see the sides kind of come in. All right, you can kind of start to see it, and that's why people will sand their paper for stuff. Now, if I wanted, it will also distress it, but we're gonna paint it because I'm not trying to get distressed. I am trying to get rid of that ugly paper, that ugly right there. I don't think I can sand over it. Ooh, can I? Yeah, not without even a little bit of markings. All right, so I'm going over the top. See, the sandpaper just would kind of chew up that paper. That's okay. Kind of hit it on an angle. And I'm not the best, I'm sure, you know, like I don't use a lot of sandpaper. I got those discs, you know, the little discs that go on these little things that I can't find at the moment because that's just my dauber. I got those because, you know, Tim Holtz, he did something cool with them. Probably just distressing paper. And they're little, but this is kind of nice because you see how it's scalloped? Like, it's cute. I'm a flower. But it kind of, you can kind of get like this. Or if you had sandpaper. Ooh, I don't want to mess with the metal. You can just use regular sandpaper from like the Dollar Tree. I did something and I didn't even know Dollar Tree has sandpaper. And somebody had left me a message like, hey, or, you know, a comment, something, I don't know. Like, hey, they have the Dollar Tree. All right. Ooh, so that's nice and smooth. See that? Remember, I trimmed it and it was kind of ugly. All right, so let me get, this is all right too. All right, let me get my crocodile. Now, if this doesn't work, then I'm just gonna poke a hole with my scissors. Probably. That's probably what I'm gonna do. All right, let's not try to hit you guys in the face. That would be bad. And I always have like a lunch bag as my trash, and then it disappears. And I don't know where it goes. I have to go get another one. That's why I guess I use them, but it's aggravating. I think uh-oh. Oh, it's going to barely fit. Okay. And I know this, right? I know that, but that's okay because we're just going to take something and make it bigger, but I just didn't want to poke a hole. I don't know if it matters. I really don't. That's too big. I was hoping for some kind of owl situation. Oh, this might be better. Look, we have paintbrush. And it's oval. That's funny. There, that's better. Yeah, because I kind of wanted to go on the inside. And there's going to be a hanger, you know, so it might fill it up. I don't know. I know. You guys are probably like, you still don't have a plan. I don't. I do know this. I'm cutting that off because it's annoying me. And maybe that's, there we go. And, oh yes, there's this wispy up front. All right. I don't know about that yet. There we go. I've been wanting to do that, y'all. because like I said, there's days in between this project, and now, but I wanted to make sure I did it on camera, you know. So okay, so that is done. That's done. So now we're gonna kind of paint it. So let me see. See, like this. See, like this ribbon? Very good contender for, because how cool is that? It hangs like it's vertical. So many ribbon is horizontal. This is also vertical. And maybe it's ribbon I just get from Dollar Tree, because these are not Dollar Tree ribbons. This could go either way. These are like from Michael's and stuff. There's Michael's. And so they have a vertical way about them, whereas some of my Dollar Tree, they go horizontal, and you want them, you know, whatever way I want them to go. That's not how they go. Okay, so we have this, and now we need to paint. And let me get some stuff. Okay, so I have this beautiful foam plates. That's gonna be my palette, and I'm not really sure I should be mixing paints on camera, as I kind of know in my head what I'd like, right? But I'm not really sure. Oh goodness. Well, we'll see. We'll play. This is playing, right? All right. So we got our red. And I don't want to deviate from red. Okay, this is old. Old. So old. This is close to my heart old. Let's see. See how it comes out. Oh, it's still coming out, y'all. All right, so this is supposed to make it create a shade paint. And I think, though, it's probably for your re-inkers, believe it or not. Believe it or not. But I was hoping it would have a little shine and not make stuff pink. Because if you add white, even if I add a little bit of this, let's see if my shimmer goodness is still good. Ooh. Hold on. All right, so it looks like it's still alive. Yay! So this is shimmer goodness. This is a paste, and very good quality paste, as it's been a hot minute. Somebody also said you should write the year on it, and I'm like, you know what, I should, because I don't ever remember how long I've had stuff. And yeah, and time, I don't know about you, but time just goes on by. So I need something to mix that up. Let's use this popsicle stick. Okay, so this is, and we'll take, why don't I want to take the red first? All right, let's see. The only thing is it will set up different, right? Like, this is paint, so it's gonna be flat, and then if we use this, it will, I don't know if my hand will hold the popsicle stick. Oh, look at that. I don't know. Huh. Listen, I didn't think I was going to be 2 for 2. First of all, I thought one of them would be dry. Second of all, well, that's a little bit more, let's see, it's a little bit more pinky. Huh. If you add more red, though. Because I was kind of hoping for like a shimmer to match those hearts. Let's see. Let me see, I'm not, oh yeah, I'm still in the camera. I think I'm going to use the paint. Because it's starting to like separate from the edges, y'all. Do you ever want to be like, oh, I'm just going to use up this, and then you just like, you can't. It's just like, I don't know. All right, so, what I need to do. So what I did when this was drying is I actually hung it from my, my lamp thing here, my ring lamp, is that I guess what they call it. All right, so take a deep breath. Here we go. Get some of that goodness. Too much goodness. Too much goodness. All right, hold on. Oh no, I've stained it. Okay. Not the fret, because we are going to come in. I don't know if I want to come in that much, but And you know what? Maybe that's just where we decorate. I don't know yet. I don't know. Oh, we could actually kind of paint the back of this. So painting, painting, painting. Yeah. Yeah, okay. You know what? We will kind of do like this. Kind of. Like I said, I don't know. I was like, do I put a person on here? Plus I have the other one. I have another ornament that I'm working on. That's a separate video that I I almost combined, and I was like, oh no, wait, I'm doing them separate. Oh my, I did not just do that. I did not just do that. All right, less talking. Maybe. This is how things get made when not according to plan. Like maybe I should kind of come in. All right, let me make sure maybe I should kind of come in willy-nilly. Maybe it shouldn't be all pristine. Right? Almost like a distressing of sorts. Yeah. Use my thumb tool. Which it changes the vibe for me just a little bit. But I think it's just probably better because I don't think, not really a pristine person. You got not pristine person, not like a neat and clean crafter. That's what I should say. So, okay, all right. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. What do you guys think? Okay, so this is what we're gonna do at the back. Is we're gonna go ahead and paint it too, because I'm giving this to somebody. And though it won't be perfect. It's not supposed to be, because this is handmade. Maybe we can kind of paint the inside of this. I don't know. Remember, we did not sand the back of this, so I guess we're just gonna kind of see what happens. Okay, so we're gonna kind of come in here and fill in. I don't know if you see that. Fill in where the paper meets, because it didn't just like smush. Maybe I should have used some glue. Smush as much as I like it to, or smush enough that the paint smushed it. All okay, just observations, you know. A little bit more red. Okay. Ooh, I think this is much better. It kind of makes my heart feel a little bit better. I know it sounds weird, but I feel like now I can know what to do with it. I know, don't repaint the whole thing. We need some little white spark parts. Okay. What is this? Okay. Okay, so that's that. And now it's going to dry. I think it's going to dry. Let's see. Yeah, otherwise there's my thumbprint. So I'll let it dry. And then I'll come back with what's next, which is probably going to be putting paste here. And maybe I'll have a little bit more plain. I feel like I'm going to be wrapping it, but I know that I think I want some paste right there. Okay. All right. So here is some thoughts I got going on my paintbrush, some charms and whatnot. This is called Hand Drawn Hearts. This stencil is from Simon Says Stamp. It's one of my favorites, you guys. So I took, I don't know, this is just tape. I think I'm saving it. Shimmery Goodness by the Crafters Workshop. This is a paste. It says dries clear and iridescent, adds shimmer to ordinary paint. You need this, which is probably why I bought it, because they told me I needed it. I added this bright red acrylic to it. I also put together this little flower. These are paper, and then I have these that I bought, like this, from the Funky Junky Boutique. They're online, but they're just kind of like little fancy sensors, I think. I guess you could probably use them by themselves, and then with the same colors that we had painted, kind of the sides, I mixed up this Close to My Heart, create a shade pearl with the red, and it gave it this shimmery, slightly pinkish, slightly reddish. So this owl is clay, and he I have got a mold for him. I kind of think it's a Mod Podge mold, but I can't remember. But yeah. So let's say I have like heart mold. This was excuse me. This was hot glue. No, this had to be some kind of clay also. I usually use air dry clay, so they're not always perfect. I don't use resin because I didn't need another craft to learn. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have plenty, and it was like, wait, resin's awesome. Don't misunderstand me, but I just couldn't. So here we have these two lines from where they've put this metal part for the paintbrush. So because the owl is going to cover up some of it, so I just kind of want to come in here gently. Does it look gently? No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all, friends. It's tough because I'm afraid if I lift it up, let's see. Ooh, I can see some hearts. I would like them smooth. Let's see. Okay. Try to clean this off. Off on this. That same foam plate. Not making too big a mess. I had extra paint, so I painted some other things. Some more like chipboard pieces and whatnot. I shouldn't have messed with that. Let's see. Okay, so he'll go here, and I've got my flower to kind of offset right here is the plant. Oh, you know what else I wanted to do? I kind of wanted them to go down here. What's tough is that, you know, but I kind of think I wanted a tie-in like this. So let me skip up some more. You know, not trying to, so you see my other little things. I think I'm going to use that arrow. I've got an idea. And then these are chipboards from Stampin' Up! From a little while ago, of course, because, you know, I don't know what Stampin' Up! Sells right now. But I've had this for many moons, and maybe they still sell some stuff. I like 3s, so I kind of like that. So we're going to hold that down, and we are going to and right here. Part of me wants to use my finger, but I know that that's not, my finger's not fine, it's not a fine tool. Concentrating. I think, oh, I'm quiet, but it's all right. Ready for the reveal. There we go. And so look, we can kind of shape them a little bit. Yeah, shape. There we go. And I believe they look like hearts. So I see now that I did not quite center that well enough. But you know, it's okay. Don't think anybody's going to be mad. And I'm going to let that dry before we go back and do our next step. You know when you think you're recording, but you did not hit the button? Okay, so I am gluing on this owl. And let me show you this, because I thought I was recording it until I wasn't. These are the hearts we put on there. Here's my little owl. I'm gluing him on with glossy accents, and I'm hoping this works. I have the flower, and I'm going to put some like floral bits behind it, like these leaves. And this is glitter paper, and this is red foil paper. And I got those from this Funky Floral #1 set from Tim Holtz. And I am using, which one am I using? I guess this one? I don't know. I thought this came from there. Well, this came out of this package. Maybe it doesn't live there. That's very possible. So, it's funny. But yeah, this is, they didn't even tell me. I don't know. I really thought that came from there. Oh well. So these are the two. And then this glittery. And so here's my flower. There was a pink layer, the polka dot layer, this pink layer, and then this little, I don't know, cabochon, is that what they call them? It's flat back. And so, like a little pearl thing. So I was going to do like this. And maybe, you know what, I think I'm going to trim the bottom because I don't really need it to come out here. It's going to, there we go. It's, oh, hold on a second. Like, where did that come from? Huh. Who knows? Anyway. Okay. So we're going to do like this. Maybe do like that. And then these little guys will come out from the back. So I'm just going to trim them a little bit. Trim this one a little bit here. And then this way it gives it just a little dimension. That's what I think. I think it gives it a little bit of dimension. So let's just test it. Yeah, see, it gives it just a little something. And do this one over here. Yeah. Oh yeah, I really like that there. Okay, let me start gluing this down because if I don't, so we know the flower is going to go there. See that big old glop of, I think I already changed it too, didn't I? Let's see, I like the red behind it so that you can see it with the white. What is nice about glossy accents is it gives you a little bit of time, you know. I don't have a perfect idea, y'all, how this should look. That's probably my bad, but oh, that looks all right. All right, and so our flower is going to go right here. I think I just want a little bit, maybe over here. So I'm just going to trim that down. put a little on the back, just for a little insurance. There. Oh yes, yes. You see? Oh, here. Let's get that out of the way. Yeah, that just kind of like pops it a little bit. I'm just gonna put one. I'm gonna put one more because I don't want it to be too Christmassy feeling. So I guess I should have done pink. Man, I don't know. I'm not gonna shoulda coulda. I think that looks really good the way that is. Yeah. Alright, so he's doing good. Yeah. See, so I look. You see. Yeah, that's how I think that is pleasing to the eye. Maybe bring this out a little bit more. Yeah. And then I'm going to put this here maybe. I didn't think about it being right on top of the owl's head. Let's see how it looks in the camera here. Yeah, I think that that's good. So I'll put the XOXO there. All right, I'm gonna flip it over. We're gonna use a pin. Kind of bring it down a little bit. There we go. Hold it in place. I'm just looking, I'm like, wow, 6 minutes has already gone by. All right, so there's that. So this is gonna dry and I will be right back. I'm going to get the wire and I'm going to try to work it through this hole. So hold on just a moment. Okay, so I have this wire. I bought this a long time ago at Michael's, and it says like $6, but it was like way cheaper than that. And it was like Christmas time. It's like on a wooden spool. I don't think it's got a gauge though. It's not thick. 52M, does that make sense to anybody? 22 gauge. So it's very light. I use these as my wire cutters. I also use, because I used this for something else I made, I used one of those button removing shank things. They've got metal, they're kind of like metal looking cutters. They probably wouldn't do strong metal wire, you know, but they got this. So alright, so I really think this is super cute right there. But it gets a little lost. So what I'm hoping is I'm going to create the hanger, and then this will hang off, and maybe it'll give it enough depth. We're gonna see. This might not even turn out good, y'all. Yeah, because I'm not 100% sure how to do this. It might be just one of those things that I have to just play with, and we're gonna see. So I kind of want there to be this hanger portion of it, right? Because this, if I haven't said, I don't know if I said, I'm sending this to Angela Jones for her like Valentine love tree, and I want it to have a hanger, of course. So this is what I'm thinking. Something like this. So I'm gonna pause it. So if it takes 1 minute, then I'll be back on. If it takes lots of minutes, it'll be back on. I'm just showing you the hot mess that I created, and I'll be right back, right back with hopefully a better solution. All right, my friends. Okay, so I have this trim. That's probably what they would call it, yeah. Sweater ribbon trim. And it's like this braided, it's soft too. And it's from Stampin' Up. And that's what we're going to use to hang it. I think. So the wire, you know, it didn't work. You know, maybe because I don't have great like wire skills. So, but that's okay. So we're going to do like this. So we have that. Oh, so cute. Oh, yeah. And so I still would like to put this on there. So I'm going to get, let's see. So here's that. And I tie the knot like this because you know it's not going anywhere when you kind of like tie it like that. So I would probably will make that a little shorter. And then I'm going to get a jump ring and run that through. And I think that would be pretty. All right, my friends. So I love how the sweater knit trim looks. And I actually put this charm, and it's kind of lightweight. Like, I'm not sure where it came from, but I put a jump ring on it. And then I used a bulb pin, I guess. That's how I call it. And I think we're done. We made it. I might be crooked here. I'm sorry, you guys. I got scissors, glue. Oh, now I don't want my body in there. So there we go. There it is. And thank you. If you stayed to the end of this very long video, I appreciate it. Always, you can fast forward through, you know, I totally understand. Here's the back, and I will probably sign it for Angela, but this is for Angela Jones. Is it Creates? I can link her below, and you can go check it out. But thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. All right, bye-bye.